Thought I'd post a quick video here of the Bobcat 743 tilt cylinder. I've seen a lot of videos on how to install the kits and what's involved, but I just want to give you my spin on it in a much easier way than what I've seen online. First off, a lot of folks leave this mounted on the equipment. That's a fantastic idea. That way it holds it, so when you go to loosen this big old nut off of the rod here, you got something to torque against. So that's an excellent idea. The customer brought this one to me in, just the cylinder. Up top here, there we go, you'll notice I put a bolt in there, cut the head off. Reason for that is this gland nut would not come off, simply would not come off. So what I ended up doing is putting a center mark on this end, putting a bolt in the other end of the cylinder and chuck it up in the lathe and let it turn. I think I did 70 revolutions per minute, and then took my torch and just blew on the outside of just let it go to the outside of the case. Got it up to about 900 degrees before this finally let go. Excuse my cold. But when that happened, it burned up every last seal in here. It distorted the nut a little bit, so it took some pressure to push it off of the rod. I think it was like about 6 tons it took to get it to move down. It did not damage anything. It was just stuck on there from the rubber being melted inside. Okay, so I got my new kit. It does come with this small O-ring, and that one baffled me until I saw someone's video where on the inside of this end, which it slides on here, okay, on some of them on the inside there's a shaft or a groove in there, and the O-ring would fit inside the groove. This particular model does not have that, so we'll get rid of that. All the simple stuff. You get the biggest, fattest O-ring, and that goes on top of the gland nut. Nothing to that, very simple. Just roll that on there. Chances are you won't even need that because this part's going to seal it. But it's there to keep dust, dirt, moisture out, especially protecting these grooves, which will get a lot of anti-seize compound. Don't anti-seize the nut. The nut gets Loctite because the original nut is a lock nut. Bobcat recommends replacing the nut, but the nuts that are supplied in the kit, and I got a quality kit through I think it was Aztec Hydraulics. It was close to $90 versus the $13 you can get on Amazon, but still I was surprised it just came with a plain nut, so that needs to be Loctite. The biggest question everyone has is how to get this seal inside here without damaging and destroying anything. Now you'll notice on here there's a lip right here, kind of faces out that way, okay? That's going to face in this direction because the pressure is going to be pushing in on this in this way, and the idea of that seal is that when it hits there, it'll push it down onto the shaft. So that's going to go like this. Okay, but let's get it installed. I like to do these before I do this wiper because it's one less thing in the way and that can be damaged. There's the magic. I don't know what that cost. I think $5 or $6. It was a cheap tool. Put your seal on like this. Turn the handles outward. Oops, I'm sorry. Got it backwards. Put the seal like this. Okay. And the tool. Then you take your handles and you turn them opposite directions, and it collapses that seal. Then you simply set it inside and remove the tool. Then you can push the seal into its proper place and position. So it certainly does save a lot of the headache you see people taking and twisting and needle nose pliers and picks and all that kind of stuff. Well, you don't need it. There it is installed with that simple couple dollar tool. That's all that takes. Then you can put the wiper in, which just kind of slips right in. That's a no-brainer, that easy. And then on this end, there's a couple pieces that come with the kit. You got this flat that goes on first. Okay, again, on these, don't put stuff in and pry it out. All you're going to do is stretch the material. Okay, just ease it on there a little. Okay, so we got that in, and that's followed by the medium size O-ring. Okay, the small O-ring is going to go inside this Teflon seal on this piece. So now you take this O-ring, and again, without overstretching it, just kind of walk it on, and boom, it's on, no problem. So you got your flat and your O-ring. That's ready to go on. Now we get here. The first thing to go on this one has the O-rings on the inside. All these parts are cleaned up, by the way, beforehand. Okay, O-rings on. The most difficult part of the job is this hard plastic ring. But if you take your time, seat it in the groove as you go, and just keep working it, just like I'm doing here. Just keep working it around. Look. And you don't want to put any tools in there and stretch it out. And look at that, it's on. The O-ring's behind it. It's not all flopping out. You don't have to put electric tape around it or zip ties or piston compressing ring compressors, but that's it. And the rest of it, without boring you with everything, this is going to slip on here. I'm going to lube it up first to slide that on. Then that piece. Lock tight the nut. Tighten her up good and tight. I forget the torque spec on it, but I give it a lot. And the whole assembly will slip right back into the cylinder. So I didn't want to bore you with watching me do it all, but that's how you do it. And the main reason for this video is just show you how to get this inner seal in there using the proper several dollar tool. Thank you.